My name is Scott Frickel. I'm a professor of sociology, and I also hold a joint appointment at the Institute at Brown for Environment and Society. And as Amanda also mentioned, I lead the Community Engagement Core for Brown's Superfund Research Program. My research and teaching point to the intersection of politics, knowledge, and nature. And in particular, I'm interested in understanding how knowledge about chemicals, pollution, risk, and regulation informs our understanding of public health and environmental inequality. While I'm a Cogut Fellow, I'll develop a new project set in Rhode Island entitled Ground Truth, an historical sociology of urban soils. This project builds from two previous studies. My 2018 book, Sights Unseen, written with urban sociologist Jim Elliott, is a detailed empirical analysis of the incremental but relentless accumulation of industrial hazards across urban landscapes. In a new book called Residues, due out this fall, my co-authors and I identify chemical residues as sociomaterial objects, and we develop a theoretical framework for following residues to track their world-altering powers. As I envision it, Ground Truth will marry the empirics of the first book with the theoretical emphasis of the second. I aim in this project to construct a history of soil contamination, science, and policy, and its relationship to urbanization and inequality in Rhode Island since the 1960s. I begin by asking, what is contaminated soil? Since 1980, federal legislation requires landowners to investigate and, when necessary, clean up contaminated properties prior to their sale and redevelopment. Within this regulatory framework, the problem of soil contamination, what and where it is, how we know, and what we do about it, has become a central axis upon which the wheels of urban land use and reuse turn or stall. The study will combine computational analysis of government documents with other humanistic social science methods using interviews, archives, and ethnography. It is anchored in a close study of site investigation reports managed by the Rhode Island Department of Environmental Management. There are currently more than 2,000 of these reports dating back to the late 1960s. Together, they constitute a record of epistemological and ecological change. And through them, I plan to trace regulatory officials' evolving interactions with lawyers and engineers, toxicologists and chemists, realtors, bankers, and planners. Their individual and collective decisions and non-decisions generate shared understandings of clean and polluted soil that have lubricated Rhode Island's urban development and help explain its consequent social and environmental disparities. Taking an interdisciplinary approach to my research subject, I hope to peer into the quasi-public settings in which knowledge about soil quality is produced and implemented, not in abstract regulations, statistics, and reports coming from offices in Washington, D.C., but locally and literally on the ground in neighborhoods and communities across the state. It promises to reveal how ostensibly public but largely hidden processes unfolding in law firms, private testing laboratories, planning offices, and real estate markets inscribe the science and policy of soil contamination onto urban landscapes, invisibly structuring the entwined social geographies of environmental injustice and privilege. Thank you, and I very much look forward to working with my seminar colleagues this year.